Well, campaigns often stretch the truth, if not downright try to bring up some different misinformation. It's been amplified by the rise of social media.
Now, researchers at UC, they set out to find a cure to combat all the false claims, and their findings disturbing. Brad Underwood is in Clifton after talking with one of the authors of the study. Okay, Brad, what did you find out?
Well, the findings here that they tell me weren't exactly shocking, but slightly surprising, if that makes any sense. For some people, you're never going to change their mind about a particular topic. It just doesn't matter. Their mind is made up. But when it comes to this study, when the government steps in to try to clear up some of that misinformation, it made it worse.
New research says lies beat out the facts when it comes to the election process.
Everybody essentially assumes that the fix is in somehow, and no matter what an elected official or an appointed official says, it's not really helping perception of the vote and its legitimacy.
UC Associate Professor Brian Calfano co-authored the new study, which surveyed 9,000 Americans. The survey presents a mock social media feed about voter fraud and other unfounded election claims. It uses a government response from the Secretary of State to refute the claims and waits for the people to decide what to believe. No matter how generic or in-depth the response from the government is, the results are about the same.
Across the board, whether it's Biden voters or Trump voters, you essentially see everybody think that there's something to the idea that the ballots might not be counted properly, that there's room for fraud, there's room for the kind of shenanigans that we're all trying to avoid.
The bottom line is the government has to respond. Boards of elections have to respond. But if the response shoots down a claim, based on this survey, it's not what the people want to hear.
It didn't move the needle in a positive direction. It didn't calm people down. In some of those cases with the Secretary of State intervening, it actually made people more skeptical of the legitimacy of the election.
So, who will people believe when it comes to refuting claims about the election process? It's a really good question, but it's a question that this study just couldn't answer. Reporting live at UC, Brad Underwood, Local 12 News.
Life is getting very confusing. Thank you, Brad. If you'd like to read the entire study, we have linked it at local12.com. Just click on this story.